It's like soggy, squishy bread. I'm good. When you got nails this long, they kind of rule you. Alright, so today we are doing this makeup look with all makeup that's under $2. Most of it's around the dollar mark, $1.50, but it's all from Shop Miss A. I just have an obsession and a deep love for their AOA Studio brand. I've tried them a lot over the years. I have different foundation Fridays on their foundations. I have a couple other videos testing their makeup, so I'll link those videos down below as well. But I wanted to do kind of a fall-y, Thanksgiving-y kind of look using all super affordable makeup from them. And also, I don't know how they do this with being so affordable, but they're cruelty-free and they donate a portion to charity from some of their products. I think it's the ones in their Pawpaw line. Not sponsored, by the way. There are affiliate links down below, but you can affiliate link anything and you don't have to use my links if you don't want to. But we have some major winners in today's video. I did a kind of a combo of trying new makeup and also sharing some of my past favorites from AOA in case you're shopping on there and you don't know where to start or you don't know what's good. I will help you out. All right, wow, hello. I am here. I'm physically here. My brain is kind of a squashed sweet potato right now. My mom just left after being here for a few days and we were nonstop packing for the cross-country move. But I'm here, cheers. Also, I think you guys are gonna be seeing this video probably in like November. Once I'm fully out of Seattle, I'll be probably in, I think I'll be in New York when you're seeing this video. If you wanna stay more like real-time up to date, you can follow me on Instagram if you would like. Okay, but let's put on some dollar makeup today. So I'm gonna start off with the No Pore Face Primer. So some of the AOA line is $1.88 or like $1.55. A lot of it's $1. So we're calling this video dollar makeup, but some stuff is a little bit tiny bit more than $1. So this is one of their newer ones. I haven't tried it. It's a silicone-based primer that suits all skin types, and obviously it's supposed to make us have no more pores. I like the sound of that. Today I want to use kind of a mix of some of their newer products I have to try, but also I want to share and use some of my favorites from them. Okay, this feels very lightweight. Where's my mirror? It is absorbing into the skin really well, and it feels very silky actually and like lightweight. Oh my god. Okay, on the shirt. I love a good blur between the eyebrows, you know? You know when you just have like a non-stop full back-to-back, like no sitting down few days, and then you just feel like you need to like lay down and stare at a wall for like a whole day solid? That's where I'm at in life right now. My pores on this side are still looking pretty large. Like I can definitely see them chilling there, but on my forehead it did do some softening. It's weird, I haven't tried a silicone one that feels like this. It dries down very airy. Kind of debating, I have these shadow shield things. So basically you stick these on underneath your eyes and it helps with fallout, and it also can create a straight edge. Usually I don't use shadow shields because I typically apply my eyeshadow after my face products. So you could put them on like this. This obviously wouldn't do anything for the edges of your eyeshadow, but it would help with fallout if you have any like eyeshadows with a lot of fallout. I would want to use this for a sharp edge. So I'm gonna cut along the lines. I actually don't know if you're supposed to do this, but it's gonna work for us today. So I just cut that off, so now I have a straight edge here. Some intense adhesive right there. Uh-oh, I got my bottom lashes in there. Okay, the adhesive. I mean, these definitely stick to your face. So I have tried their Slim Brow Pencil before, and I think I liked it. I think the shade was just a little bit off, but I want to try their Sculpting Brow Pencil, which I haven't tried before. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and this one is just a little bit bigger. You get a spoolie on one side, and then it's like, this is actually, I don't know why I'm using this because this is the exact shape that I shit on. It's the Maybelline kind of shape. Brow definer, the pink one, you know, Temptation, that's what it is, Total Temptation, that I talked all about not liking. This is the exact same kind of shape. So maybe I shouldn't be using this, but we'll try it. We'll give it a go. Okay, see, I actually am liking this one so far a lot better than the Total Temptation because it has more of a waxy feel. Feels easier to control. I don't think this is a dark brown color though. That's pretty light for a dark brown. So I'm gonna go in with the Micro Brow Pencil now to try and get a little bit more of like a hair look. I haven't tried their eyeshadow primer before. This looks like it's gonna be a little bit tinted, which I usually like. Right now I have things in 45 million different bags. It doesn't look like it has a whole lot of pigment. I really like eyeshadow primers that cover my lids a little bit. Yeah, this is more of just like a sheer, very slight tinted primer, but that's okay. Dude, I feel weird doing eyeshadow first. So what prompted this whole video for me was that I saw AOA came out with these eyeshadow quads, and if you have watched my videos recently, you know I love the ColourPop quads that look pretty similar to this. I'm not sure if these were supposed to be like a dupe. I mean, the ColourPop quads aren't revolutionary. They're like basic colors put into a quad, but they look really similar, and I love little mini palettes like this. And in the past, AOA shadows have been real nice, so I cannot wait to try all of these. So this first quad is called Eden. And then this one is called Zinnia. So this one's all matte, and then this one has 2 shimmer shades in it. So I'm gonna first start off with this like very neutral, almost cool tone tan shade, but pretty high since this one is so light. I'm gonna bring it like right underneath my brow, basically. This could be a nice all over the lid shade, actually. I'm gonna take this shade, which looks right up my alley. We're about to have a crisp line when I pop this guy off. It's kind of nice because you can go like kind of wild. You don't have to be super careful along the edges because it's just gonna do the work for you and kind of sharpen it up. Now, you guessed it, this one. Okay, wow, that's super pretty and blending out very easily. I have this Velour eyeshadow, which looks very pretty, but it looks more cool tone. This is in the shade Virgin. Like that would look really nice with the lightest shade right here. Then I have a green pigment. This is their loose pigment in the shade Potion. This is the loose pigment in the shade Orb, which looks just like a really pretty kind of like champagne. First, I want to use the shimmer shades in here. What am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to use the copper and just pop that on the lid with my finger. Okay. Oh, this is one that works good with a brush or fingers. Oh yeah, this screams Thanksgiving dinner. Gravy and a little, what's that bread shit that no one likes? Actually, a lot of people like stuffing. Personally, can't stand stuffing. It's like soggy, squishy bread. I'm good. Okay, now I'm gonna use the lightest shade in here and press that right on the center for a little pop. A little pop right there. I'm gonna switch to the brush. It's just easier to place these with these friggin' nails. When you got nails this long, they kind of rule you. That one, I feel like I need to wet. I think this is gonna really come to life if I wet it, but on its own, it's not doing enough for me. What we needed, okay. Ooh, it looks really pretty on top of the copper. It's almost like a rose gold. Yeah, wetting this is the move for sure. Just gonna do a little blend right here. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. Why do I keep losing this pigment? Here's Orb. I do wanna add a little bit of Orb, but maybe I should do that after I do my foundation and stuff because I might put it right there. So since I have the tape on, I feel like this stuff works really well if you have like darker shadow or something, because then it makes it so much easier, especially with dark shades. So if you're doing like a full-blown smoky eye, this could be really useful. But because I have these on, I want to take advantage of it. And I want to use their AOA gel eyeliner and do like a really smoky kind of wing. And this is actually their brush too. It's the E115. First starting along my lash line. So with the closer I get into my eye, I'm going thinner, but then I'm going to create a really thick line that I'm going to smudge out. It's going to look a little crazy until we pull off the tape. So now I'm going to take the liner brush and start to blend. This is very black, by the way, this liner. Hopefully this smudges well, because some liners do and some don't. Ooh, I think this is a good smudger one. Okay, so far this eyeliner is better than a lot of high-end eyeliners I've tried. Just the way it's blending out, it's super black. You can build it up and it doesn't get all weird textured. I just tightlined with it and it went on really easy. I'm definitely going to be updating on this eyeliner in an upcoming speed reviews video because I'm curious to see how this one wears. So hopefully it doesn't transfer up or anything crazy like that. I think it's time to remove these. This is so satisfying when you see the line. So camera focus because we can't miss this moment. Okay, it's you and me here. Oh yeah, I should probably do it like this every time. Just so satisfying. But I have the Fat Lash Primer to try, and then I think this is also, yeah, Fat Lash Mascara. I'm in a primer testing phase right now. I'm really into mascara primers. So far the best one I've tried is the Lancome. Uh-oh, this looks like one of those like fibery ones, which sometimes irritate my eyes, but we're gonna give it a go. It is, I will say, gonna be hard to see today really how much it does because I'm also trying a new mascara, but this one I will also update in the speed reviews. If you haven't seen speed reviews, I'll link my last one down below. They're a good way to just get like updates on products I've talked about in past videos. Curious how this is gonna go with the mascara. This is a rubber bristle wand, and usually I like these for second layer mascaras. Like I'll use kind of a more voluminous mascara for the first coat and then go in with this for second coat to kind of like separate. And with primers, I find you don't want to let them dry all the way down. It's actually very hard to see because I have this ginormous liner on today. They're not looking bad, but now we're gonna go in with lashes. So if you need affordable false lashes, AOA makes some of the best styles, and especially their studio line. These are so great. You can wear them multiple times. They're just like the Ardell lashes. I did an Instagram reel actually trying AOA's new Pro lashes. So if you want to see that, I'll link it down below. These are Ruby. I don't know if I'm gonna use these. I just want to line it up and see. Oh yeah. We're doing Ruby today. My favorite lash glue of all time is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I've tried the AOA lash glue, did not like it. Their foam ink lashes have more of like a thick kind of band, and then these are definitely more of like the fish line, very thin, lightweight kind of band. So, you know, depending on what you like. So far so good with the eyeliner. It's not transferring up at all. Okay, wow. This style of lashes, 10 out of 10 winner. What were these, did I say? Ruby. As I'm editing this, order some more Ruby. Moving on to the base. So I have two different foundation options. One is technically a BB cream. This one I have tried a few times and I actually liked it, but I feel like it's been a while, so I need a little refresher. But I remember it being obviously more on the light coverage side. And then this is the AOA Buildable Satin Foundation. I love this foundation. It's actually one of my favorites. I have talked about this a lot, but I think we're going to use this one because I do want a little bit more coverage. This one looks amazing, wears great throughout the day, looks like skin. I think the shade actually might be a little bit light, but I packed away 302. Usually either mix 301 and 302 or just going with 302, but once I bronze it up, I think it'll be okay. But look at the coverage. Just totally forgot. I wanted to try a new sponge. I'm gonna try this for my forehead, I guess, and to go over this, but this is the Silly Dip Wonder Blender. So it says silicone infused technology. This is interesting. So I already dampened this and it got way softer, but the bottom is like super squishy sponge. And then the top has this almost like leathery kind of feel to it. I don't really know what I would use the top side for because I just don't see that being good for foundation, but maybe it's just for gripping actually. Okay, I feel like that just soaked up a lot. I'm gonna press it in on this side. Uh-oh, not liking this. It's like lifting up the foundation that I just had. That one is a no for me. They do make some other really good sponges if you want a good one. The Pawpaw Wonder Blender is really good. This is the one I always talk about for powder. I love this for powdering your face or your under eyes. So I'm definitely gonna be bronzing up a lot, but first let's do concealer. So I have both their concealers, the liquid concealer by AOA and then their AOA Wonder Cover. I'm actually gonna use the Wonder Cover today because it's been a while. I remember this one drying really quickly. I actually have a little brush from them, AOA F30. This one is a bit flimsy, but it works for under eyes. But if you're someone who likes a flimsier under eye, I mean, it could totally work. Love the coverage on that concealer. This one's in the shade Porcelain. It dries very quickly, this concealer, so you just wanna work fast. This is actually a new product from them. I haven't tried it. It's their Sculpt FX Contour Stick, and I got the shade Fawn. Ooh, it looks like it's gonna be a nice shade. Hopefully this blends out well. Going in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer applicator. Okay. That's pretty nice. Ooh, I like that tone. I feel like you would probably go through this pretty quickly because you do need to really get a few swipes on there, but I like the tone a lot. I would use that again. It's not picking up the foundation as I'm blending it out. It's a nice tone if you have fair skin. A lot of the times I actually use this as a bronzer. It's the AOA Perfect Powder, but in the shade Honey. And for my skin tone, especially if I need to like warm up my face like today when I'm looking a little bit dead, this one can add some really nice warmth to your skin if you just use a light hand. Just do a little bit. It isn't like, you know, neutral kind of bronzer. This one's definitely warm. I mean, it's a face powder, but if you're around my skin tone, you can use it as a bronzer. I've been on the hunt for really good peach blushes, so I'm very excited to try this one. It's the shade Dandy, which looks like it's gonna be a perfect kind of tone. I feel like for fall, peach blushes are so pretty. This brush is Haley's Beauty, so good. This reminds me of a L'Oreal blush I used to use back in the day. I really have been liking bringing my blush pretty far in and just creating that like very blushy kind of look. The lights right now are like diffusing this, but it looks the same on both sides in real life. That's pretty. I would use that again for sure. I do have their finishing press powder, so I'm gonna add just a really tiny amount of this to the edges of my face just to kind of like clean it up. I just realized I have a liquid highlight to use. So hopefully this doesn't create like weird texture because I do have that powder blush down, but it feels tacky right here. So I think we'll be okay. It's the AOA Glow Baby Illuminating Drops. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm super excited about a lot of this, but I am because one of my favorite, where did I put it? AOA makes some of my favorite highlighters like of all time, the Velour Highlighter, and sometimes if you have not tried this, it is so beautiful. It's almost like a color pop kind of formula where you can totally apply it like if you've already powdered, it goes over top nicely and it is stunning. And then so this is the liquid highlighter Glow Baby, and then they have a Glow Baby Illuminating Drops, which is the one I haven't tried, but this is so nice. It's a very silky kind of feel. This is in the shade Morning Glow. And hope that this doesn't go on weird with the powder. Oh, so pretty. Oh wow, that just like melted into the skin. That went on totally fine over the powder blush. And it also is really flattering on texture. If you have textured skin, I think this is gonna be a winner because it's almost like weirdly softening. Okay, I just got a lot on this side, so I'm gonna take some on the tip of my nose before I finish blending that out. Oh, I love how this just melts into the face. This is gorgeous. I'm really liking this. Look at that. I actually have this kind of like brownish camel liner that looks really pretty. I think I do want to keep the bottom pretty minimal, but I might use this just as like a very thin line on the lower lash line. That actually looks very dark. I'm confused. I also have their gold Starlit liquid liner. This is Golden Girl. So I'm gonna add a touch of this on too. I think last thing for the eyes, I'm going to try their skinny mascara. I'm always on the hunt for a good bottom lash, very tiny mascara like this, especially that's cheaper than the MAC Extended Play that I really love. So we'll see how this goes. Keep in mind I didn't powder my under eyes today, so hopefully it won't transfer down, but it is more likely to transfer if you don't powder. Okay, that has potential. Very black. I've been trying a lot of these lately, mostly Korean brand ones, and they're not this black. I think last step we have lips, and they have these new velvet lips. I got the shade Lana and Sabrina. So Sabrina is what I'm leaning towards. Oh man, that's Sabrina right there. AOA makes some beautiful shades. Their Wonder Matte lipstick in the shade Faded is one of my all-time favorite like cool tone liquid lipsticks. These aren't like, you know, moisturizing liquid lipstick formula or anything. They feel pretty much identical to the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips, but I love the shades, and the shade Vintage is such a beautiful deep red. Vintage looks more deep than Sabrina right here. And also Bougie is really pretty. And then other lip products of theirs I love. I've raved about these. The Jelly Jam Lip Mask in Rose and Strawberry. So pretty, very moisturizing, and they give a really pretty like plumping kind of glossy pink look. Oh my God. If any of you have been around as long as 1548 BHU when I made a liquid lipstick that I would consider like the perfect red shade, this looks pretty close, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the formula of this feels very comfortable. It feels like a little bit moussey. I totally agree with the like velvet lips thing. It feels super soft, really pretty and matte. This is like such a nice rich red shade. But I feel like for this look, it's a little bit too wintry. Like this is the perfect like Christmas kind of red lip. I mean, this is beautiful. This shade is giving me all the feels right now. But I think I want to add a little bit more of like burnt orange kind of tones in just to match the eye look a little bit better. I think for that, I'm going to use the other Wonder Matte liquid lipsticks in the shade Blogger, because this one is more of like a brownish orange, and just kind of add that right over top. See if I can, yeah, there we go. While that's still wet, I'm actually going to take my finger and add a little bit of this orange eyeshadow. So this is the final look using all $1-ish AOA makeup. I am fully impressed by a few products. First off, the eyeliner, like I said, will update on the wear, but the fact that it hasn't transferred up is a really good sign, because a lot of pencil liners, when you smudge them, just transfer up right away, like within the first few minutes of having them on. So it's been about an hour so far and I'm getting no transfer. Also with the lower lash mascara, I mean, it's not going down at all yet, and it's very black, really into the mascara. The lashes today are a hit. I am definitely going to be reordering those lashes. I like how the eyeshadow turned out. I feel like we had a lot of winners in this video. And obviously this red shade, I can't wait to wear this in the winter. And the illuminating drops, the blush, the contour. Wow, there were a lot of hits today. And like I said, if you're shopping on there, you have to pick up this for powder Thank me later. It's a game changer. It just really like smooths over your under eyes if you apply powder with that. I'm gonna link everything I talked about and used in today's video down below in the description box. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.